As we continue to discuss Psukei Zimra, we've officially concluded the Halalukas. And according to many, that's the end, official, so to speak, end of Psukei Zimra. And ever since the times of the Gaonim, and maybe a little bit earlier, we've added different mizmarim, different prakim, different tfilos into the end of Psukei Zimra, including Baruch Hashem Le'olam, Vayevarech Dovid, V'charosim La'abris, Vayosha, Naz Yashir. And of course, we're building our way towards Yishtabach and Berchos Kriyas Shema. So just to spend a minute discussing Vayevarech Dovid and an interesting halacha that has developed. Vayevarech Dovid is taken from a number of places. The first few psukim are from Divrei Hayomim Aleph. In the last parak Chav Tes of Divrei Hayomim Aleph, we find Dovid HaMelech. Now, Dovid HaMelech, even though he was not able, whether because he had too much blood on his hands, because of different battles, or because the Jews weren't ready yet, whatever the reason may be, Dovid HaMelech is not able to build the Beis HaMikdash. But what Dovid HaMelech is able to do, he's able to gather and collect the money and the resources needed for his son Shlomo to build the Beis HaMikdash. And these few psukim that started Vayevarech Dovid are all about all of this being done for the glory of Hashem. Vayevarech Dovid es Hashem le'nei called Vayomer Dovid Baruch Ata Hashem Elokei Yisrael. This is all done for Hashem, the Gedula, the Gevura, the Tiferes, all of what we have, the greatness, the splendor, all of this is ultimately for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And in fact, one of the halachos in this parak, Dovid HaMelech mentions Baruch Ata Hashem Elokei Yisrael. Who is Elokei Yisrael? Here, Elokei Yisrael is Yaakov Avinu. Dovid HaMelech is specifically mentioning Yaakov Avinu because Yaakov, as Rashi tells us in Divrei Hayomim, he is the one who made a vow. Aser, he's going to give money to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So therefore, Dovid HaMelech is saying, this is what I am doing for you. And that's why the minhag developed, that there is a custom to give, both mentioned in the Magen Avram and in the Mishnah Brura, to give tzedakah during Vayevarech Dovid. There's different times when it's appropriate to give tzedakah. Some give tzedakah before davening, and there is a whole school of thought to give tzedakah before davening because there is an idea of bin adam lechavero before I daven, that I want to make sure that I'm okay with everybody down here before I ask up there for whatever I need. So we give tzedakah. The Rizal says we should say v'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. So there are some that give tzedakah before we daven. Then there are those that will give tzedakah during this paragraph, as the Mishnah Brura tells us in Siman Nun Aleph, because the Arizal, when he would say Vatam Moshel Bakol, you would give tzedakah. And Hashem supports everything. So that's the moment. Since this parak, this mizmar, is all about the dedication of goods and of resources to build the Beis HaMikdash, it's appropriate, therefore, to then give tzedakah during this time. And that's why, very interestingly, there is a minhag that many have to stand, almost universal, to stand for Vayevarech Dovid through the end of Psukei Zimra. And one of the reasons that we stand, actually, is because you are supposed to stand when somebody is going to do a mitzvah. Why do we stand at a chasana when a chassan and a kala walk down? Nah, they're Doma Lamelech. They're not Doma Lamelech. They're not married yet. They're Doma Lamelech when they're married. Because the chassan and the kala are on their way to do the mitzvah. So we stand because they're on their way to do a mitzvah. So too, during Vayevarech Dovid, if everybody is giving tzedakah, people are on their way to put it in the pushka. In fact, some tzedakah boxes used to say Vayevarech Dovid on them for this reason. So we stand during these aprakim of Tehillim. But the beginning of Vayevarech Dovid is about this communal sense of giving tzedakah, of participating in the building of the Beis HaMikdash and helping each other out. And that's perhaps the reason that many stand during